Alright, so this is the question 2 of our algebra equation. So this is the 2016 one. So this is the small business. So David and Mariam paint designs on the mug, right? And part A they ask us for. David takes about X second to paint one mug. What are the expression in terms of X for the number of mugs he paint in an hour? So first of all, you must make your 1 hour to 60 minutes. Then we know that 1 minute is 60 seconds, right? So it's 3,600 seconds. Okay, so just put here. So X seconds, he make 1 mark. Then 3,600 seconds, he will make 3,000 divided by X marks. Okay, so now we move on to part B, which is the Mariam, right? Mariam takes 50 seconds less than David to paint 1 mark. What an expression in terms of X for the number of marks she paint in an hour. So since she make 1 mark, she take about X minus 50 seconds. So you just use 3,600 divided by X minus 50. Okay, part C is the important one. Altogether, right, David and Mariam each work for 4 hours. So David works for 4 hours, Mariam works for 4 hours. So altogether, she paint about 68 marks. Write down an equation in X to represent the information and show that this thing reduced into 17x squared minus 8050x plus 180,000 equal to 0. Okay, so first of all, if you for the part A and part B is actually to help us to form the equation, just that see whether you know how to manipulate it or not. Okay, David 1 hour he make about 3,600 over X marks, right? So 4 hours you need to times 4, you get 14,400 over X marks. So for Mariam, right, she make faster, right? So she paint faster, most likely because she's a girl. So 3,600 divided by X minus 50 marks in 1 hour. So 4 hours, you just need to times 4. So you get about 14,400 divided by X minus 50. Okay, so the second statement of part C, they say that altogether they paint a total of 68 marks. So you just need to add these two things up, equate to 68. Okay, so this will be the so-called the very raw equation. So 14,400 over X plus 14,400 divided by X minus 50 will give you 68. Okay, so whenever we are forming our equation, algebra equation, there are 2 steps to it. Okay, so the first is the manipulation part. So how do we manipulate? Manipulation for these kind of questions, most likely they will have different denominator. So example for this, right? If you look at this example, so this is X minus 50. So apparently you have different denominator, so you will need to make them into the same denominator. So second, of course, we want to do our cross multiplication or crisscross lah. Alright, so let's do our so-called denominator first. So first of all, for the first term, right, you multiply by X minus 50, then here is X minus 50. So I'm just multiplying by 1. Yeah. Then for the second term, you multiply by X multiply by X. The 68 don't do anything because later we are going to do our cross multiplication. Then after that, okay, so the denominator now is the same already. So you just need to do your expansion. So the 14,400 you expand into the bracket. So you get 14,400 X minus 720,000 plus 14,400X. Okay, then after that you just combine them, you just simplify the top part, which is 28,800X minus 72,000 over X bracket X minus 50 bracket. Okay, so after doing your maybe I just erase this first. After doing your manipulation, right, so now we are done with the first step. The second step is to do our cross multiplication, because our purpose, if you look at the left hand side is just fraction, right? The right hand side is number. So it's very difficult to solve if we do not get rid of the fraction. So how do we get rid of fraction is we need to do our cross multiplication. So that will be the second step. So second step, we just 68 over 1, right? Then you do your cross multiplication. So this is cross here, then after that cross here. Okay, so when you do your cross multiplication, let's follow the green color arrow first. So 68 multiplied by x bracket x minus 50. So you do your cross already, right? Then after that equal to the 28 800x minus 72 720,000 times 1. You'll get the right hand side. Okay, after that you expand. So you do your expansion. So this is this, then after that this, do this. So you get 68x times x, right? You get 68x squared. Then 68x times minus 50. You should get minus 3400x equate to 28 800x minus 720,000. Okay, then after that you move everything to the left hand side. Okay, this one I do my wrong calculation. So you move everything to the right hand or left hand side. The right hand side should be equal to 0. Right? Okay, then now you simplify. You simplify accordingly. Okay. So 3400 minus 3400 minus 28 800x. You should get around negative 800. You should get around negative 32 200x. Okay, then you plus 720 with 30 behind. Okay, of course our final equation is 17x squared minus 8050x plus 180,000 right, equal to 0. So in order to make your 78x squared to your 17x squared, you need to divide by 4, left and right hand side. Okay, so you divide by 4. Okay, so it's so you will get the equation already. So 8050x. Okay, so 720,000 divided by 4 is equal to 18,000. Equal to 0 divided by 4 is still 0. Okay, so now I've shown my equation already. Okay, so now we move on to part D. Okay, part D, of course, after forming the equation, we want to solve. So when solving the equation, just use the formula, Shakti's favorite formula, which is negative b plus minus b square minus 4ac. So this is for part D. So use formula. Don't waste time using the factorization. Alright, okay, so same thing. What is your A? A is your this, right? Then your B is this card. Please remember bring the sign together. Then last but not least is this C. Then you just put it all the numbers, then you can get the answer already. Okay, so let me just put in. So negative B, so is 8050 plus minus square root B square, right? So B square is just minus 8050 square minus 4ac. Then divide by 2a. 2a is just 2 times 17. Okay, so this will be your formula. So let me just sub in. Okay, so 8050 plus minus square root is a big number, so 63578 divide by 70 times 2 is 34. Alright, then after that equal to, let's do our calculation. Okay, so you can see one of the answer is 471.28 or negative Okay, the other answer is about 2.25 like that. Okay, so these are all x value. Okay, then solve the equation. Then after that, of course we want to minus away some the term, right? So most likely x second is, because our x represents the second, right? So we need to reject one of it. So most likely we can't spend about 471.28 second, right? We most likely will spend about 2.25. Sorry, I need to reject 2.25 because if you look at part B, they say Mariam, okay, look at part B, right? Alright, so Mariam takes 50 seconds less. So if my answer is 2.25, means that Mariam will take negative second. So no such thing called negative second, right? So my answer should be the 470 something, right? So it's more of 471.28 second. So I must reject this. Okay, then the last part will be find the number of marks Mariam paint in 1 hour. Okay. So, okay, Mariam is part E, yeah? So, okay, so x second is 471.28 seconds. So this is for David. But Mariam takes 50 seconds less. So Mariam takes spend about 471.28 seconds minus away 50 seconds. So you should get around 421.28 seconds. Okay, so so I want to find out what is the number of hours, right? I mean number of marks she paint. So we know that 1 hour is around 3,600 seconds. So you just use 3,600 divide by, so this for 1 hour, 421.28 seconds. You can get the number of marks in 1 hour. So 3,600. So you should get around 8.55 like that. But because we need to round down, always round down. Okay, so it's about 8 marks. So she will paint 8 marks in 1 hour. So that's how you do your question 2 of your algebra, forming your algebra equation.